What up, bro? Nah. Fucking blowfish. Yeah, took off with their lures up and through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I went through about 7 lures, man. Fucking with these damn blowfish. Yeah. Yeah. Likewise, brother. All right, man. Think we might try another spot. See what happens over there. Not too much going on over here this morning. A lot of blowfish. It's a nice truck right there. A lot of blowfish this morning, guys. We'll try in the canal over here. See if there's any flounder or anything in there. See what happens. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live. Happy to have you on. It is hot out here today, man. We get this spot a little bit. See what. Oof, they gotta fix this road. It's a bumpy ride. We got high tide right now, so I feel like it's fitting to go to this other spot for a minute. There's my brother. Let's see what's going on this side. Had to see my brother go past me. He's going to where I just was. I usually catch something here, like some nice flounder. Every now and then a nice red, probably some jacks, but you never know. There's a boat down here. High tide right now. See if we can get anything going on. Being that it's high tide too, man, a lot of the fish they push down towards the shallows because that's where the bait is usually. So I will try down there as well. See if I can get anything going on. Right now they're doing new construction right here on the new dock that got tore up by the hurricane. You can expect to see something new here. Maybe in about the next year or so, maybe. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take them. Feel like it's gonna be a pretty good size though. Maybe that'll take some of the attention from down that end, and maybe some people will get drawn to down here. I don't know. We'll see. I just had a fish. Dang it! I hooked him and he tried to run off that way. He got off some kind of way. There's SOL fishing right there. Shit out of luck. This thing looks really good in the water. Let me try to go closer to the wall here. Nice seawall. See if we can catch anything over there. It's the new dock they're building, or gonna be building. It's not yet built, but they even started it. Starting to put up some beams. I don't know if that metal is gonna be a part of it or not. We got some metal beams up in there. Got that floating dock, and they got all these posts going around. Oh, look, we got a manatee. So I don't know what their plans are exactly, but it's gonna be interesting to see it when it's done. All right, I'm about to fish right at this corner right here. All right, man, y'all don't forget to subscribe to the channel now. It don't cost you a thing, man. Just hit a button. All right, let's get by this wall. See if anything on that side. You got these manatees right here in the middle. Hope I don't hook one of them. That's gonna be a bad day. Not to pop off immediately. Pretty much. Just gonna try to bounce this lure. Kind of slow on the bottom here. I got on like a 1/8 ounce maybe, I think. Jig head, so pretty lightweight. It's usually not a lot of current in here. Even though it's incoming tide, you can see the water moving in, but it's not like crazy heavy current where it's gonna be pushing your lure all over the place. Now, once you make it past this wall and get into the channel, then it will. But for the most part, it's pretty chill over here, and still got some fish over here. So You got a lot of fish over here actually, just because a lot of the bait fish are always moving in here and like heading down towards that manhole down there, or the what do you call it? The the ditch area. That pipe that runs through the road, it leads to a ditch, and usually inside of that ditch, man, you'll find a lot of like finger mullet and different bait fish. But I don't think the bigger fish can go that far. Maybe to a certain distance, and maybe they gotta stop there or turn around or something. But because it gets real shallow into the ditches, but the bait fish are able to get up in there. And they can hide pretty good up in there. Don't got nothing to attack them, except for like maybe birds or something. But other than that, they're pretty solid in there. So they make their way towards over there, towards that hole, what I call a hole in the wall, and then they go under the roads, made their way to the ditch. I got another spot where it's similar to that, but the water stay kind of deep, and so big fish get up in there and they travel through those holes, and they get trapped into this pond essentially, and in that pond there, man, you got tarpon, you got snook. I've seen redfish. Damn, I had a bite there. I seen redfish. I seen bass, ladyfish, um, big blue crabs in there. Inside of this little pond, man, this is kind of insane, but it's pretty cool at the same time because you never know what you're gonna catch when you go there. You know, you use a pretty versatile lure, not real heavyweight. You know, very similar, like very lightweight, but still can get to the bottom. It's pretty deep in there too. In this little pond, it's actually it's real deep. But some fishes in there though, man. I tell you what, I haven't fished it in a while, but it'd be interesting to go back over there to see what's going on because it's been a minute. It'd be interesting to see what's gotten trapped in there in the past. I want to say about a year or so. Maybe about a year since I've been there. But a real cool pond though, man. Catch snakeheads in there. Like I've been catching snakeheads for a long time. I found them in that pond over there a lot along the grass. I used to have to go on an adventure though, man, to get those things. I had to go through the bushes and all to get to them to catch the snakeheads. But the snook, and it's like it was crazy because it's like all the fish, like certain species, they'll be in certain areas in that pond, and I kind of knew like where the areas were they were like kind of hiding at. So if I knew I wanted to catch snook, I would fish in this area. If I wanted to catch snakeheads, I would go to this area. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool how that was working out like that. You don't really find too many ponds and stuff like that nowadays, if you find them at all. But there are still a bunch of them out there. I see a bunch of guys who go out and hit big snook in ponds, and that's kind of similar to how this one is. It's you just know you don't know. Like one day I hooked into a snook. I didn't pull him in, but his tail was big. I mean, massive. When he came out the water and he splashed, His tail was so massive around. I have no idea how he even got in that pond. He was so big, but in that pond right there, it's so much bait fish. It's so insane. That's how I can. That's one way I know he got in there. He was just chasing bait in the backwaters, and he eventually just got back up in there. But in that pond right there, man, I mean, any given time of the day, it seems like you can go there, and you can catch all the bait you want. It was kind of insane. You'll see these big black clouds of mullet just come by you. And they were just everywhere, flooding the water. Early in the mornings, you'll see bait getting hit. You gotta be real early though, like right when the sun coming up, to get to that spot to fish it like real early. And that was another thing, like when you fish that spot, if you didn't get there by a certain time, those fish cut off and you're not catching anything. And then you got to get there towards the evening. That's the only time they will bite. Early in the morning and in the evening. Other than that, you're not really getting anything. But when you do hook up though, man, it's epic. You can, I mean, fish after fish after fish. They are in a feeding mode. Like, it's insane over there. Never experienced anything like it yet. These manatees keep coming up. I got a couple bites so far, but none to really commit so far. Maybe something small, a little flounder or something. There's a lot of manna shrimp in here too. And when the tide go out, you'll see like a bunch of holes in the ground. That's from the manna shrimp. See, like right now, I got something. Got something here. Nice flounder. All right. Nice little fat flounder. Little guy. So you got a lot of flounder sitting in here. Stuff like that. Because of the bait that flow through here, it's always bait flowing through here. Easy release right there. All right, guys. Little guy, but he's beautiful. Check him out, man. It's a beautiful fish right there, guys. Second fish of the day. First fish, blowfish. No bueno. Actually, I went through several lures fighting with those blowfish, but finally got a good fish right here, man. Get him, man. There it goes. Look at the bird. No, you can't have the flounder. All right, see if we can get another one, man. That was nice. I knew I got a couple bites and it felt like flounder bites. They just didn't commit. Might have been smaller, and that's probably why. But there's one. You got him to commit right there. On the offshore angler lure. On the shrimp pattern. All right, so that's my second fish on my new reel. Nice. You guys won't believe it, man, but I caught a sheephead on lure, man. I couldn't believe it, man. I finally set another record in my book. A couple things I never caught on lure was black drum and sheephead. Earlier this year, I got a black drum on lure. And just the other night, man, I got the sheephead on lure, man. It was pretty cool. It'll be coming to you guys soon. I'll show you it. But yeah, man. Lures are my go-to, usually. I usually like to work a lot of lures. And reason being is because you can cover so much water. If you got a hungry fish around and you moving that lure right, good chances are he's going to hit. You know what I mean? Especially if he's hungry. So, you know, there's always a fish hungry. Fish eat. all the time. I mean, they do have a pattern sometimes, but you got some fish, you got some days where they just chew 24/7, like all day. And I mean, I ain't saying today is that day, but they're just those days. And some days I go out with lures and I just absolutely smack them. Some days it's real slow, and it just varies, man. I think part of that is due to the bait movement, the moon phase, things of that nature. If you can kind of calculate those things and try to put them together, you'll find some success. You'll know what days to come out and what not to come out. If you're recording on like how they're biting on these certain conditions, when the moon was out that night, it could be out in that morning too. You know, things like that you just want to pay attention to. And if you can happen to calculate those things and put them together, um, you'll know when to go out and when not to go out. But me personally, there's no wrong time to go out. It's always the perfect time to go out. No matter what the forecast or whatever this says, I'm still getting out. There's still gonna be a fish somewhere that's hungry, and I'm trying to see if I can get him. But those things do matter because it does vary if they're gonna be biting or not. So regardless of what any of that says, though, man, you catch these fish at the right time. It might be for a 5 minute, 10 minute, maybe 20 minute window. You know what I mean? But if you catch them at that right time during that window, I guarantee it. And that's even at your piers or wherever. You might find the fish starting to pick up or starting to bite after you haven't got no bite all day. And finally they start to hit. And then next thing you know, they hitting and then they shut off again and you don't get no more hits. Because when you have it like that, there's a surplus of bait around and they're already eating. You know what I mean? They're eating already. And so they just happen to come by your bait. But they have that feeding window, and it might not be open for long, like I was just saying. But then you'll find yourself not getting no more bites, and it's because there's a lot to eat around. But when there's not so much to eat around, and they get into that feeding frenzy, and you start dropping baits down, those type of times, then those are the days where the fish are just going crazy at the dock. They're chewing everything. Those are the days you love. But now, this time of the year, where you have a lot of bait coming around, the water's warming up nicely. So the best thing to do is if you're using artificial, try to match up what's in the water. Try to use a bait that's similar to what you're seeing. Another tactic would be to fish with what you see, if you can. And if all that doesn't work out for you, if you're not able to, go with the universal bait, shrimp. Everything eats shrimp, literally everything. You almost can't go wrong with shrimp, but that's the bad thing. Everything eats shrimp, catfish, blowfish, you name it. All the trash fish eat shrimp, so you're gonna have to weed through those guys. But if you go with these specialty baits, like the ones you see here, you're gonna have those fish targeting those, so your chances are higher. But you have to make them move a certain way, or make them look natural, in a sense, for the bigger fish to feed. They're smart. They didn't get big for no reason. You got to kind of trick those guys, but Or the ones in between though, man, yeah, they're gonna be loving it. But it's an art to get those big ones to bite, man, because they're smart. They've seen it all. Trying to see if we can get bit again, man. I'm about to hit this wall a little bit. I'm gonna go try it down at the end. It's been kind of slow right here since that last fish. So we're gonna try down at the other end, down there where the covert is. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe now. Give me y'all free game. It's free game, man. Y'all like and subscribe. What's going on, Aruna? I'm just looking at my phone right now. I've been fishing. One flounder so far and one blowfish. A face that only a mother could love. Well, who's all in here, man? We got a lot of people in here. What's going on, everybody? Livingston, what's going on, man? That's my middle name, brother. What's up, babe? Yeah, man. Livingston is my middle name. All right, let's go down here a little bit. We're going to make our way down just a tad, hit up under this shade tree here. Work this bank, this seawall right here. Work this right here all the way down. And we're going to make our way down towards the end where that culvert is, right up in there. And there, a lot of bait hide and go in and come out and whatever. So let's give it a whirl. See what the wall holding. We're gonna flick back this way first just because this is the way the current is coming. The other day I come in here, man, there was shrimp everywhere. Snook were just popping off. With these flounder, man, you don't wanna get this bait too far off the bottom. Kinda wanna bounce it more on the bottom. You don't wanna come up too far just because the flounder stick towards the bottom. So this little boat here, I wanna flick next to it. We're gonna try to work this whole wall before we get out of here. Sometimes it'll surprise you too, cause there'll be snook sitting along here, just because. Look right there, something just splashed. Because all the bait runs straight through here. So it's all the way to down there, all along the wall, even on this other side over here, man. The bait just hug it. So you'll come here in the evenings on that backside, which you can't access anyway. You can't because the dock here and it's private property. You can't access it, but man, you'll hear all type of busting along that wall back there, and you just salivating at it. You can't get to it. And sometimes you sit here, you can see the fish up under this dock. They'll be sitting right up under the surface. And they'll sit right up under that dock and you can see them try to cast up under there. But you got this much space to try to get under, to try to skip under if you can. You got to have pretty good aim. Every now and then I can get it. Not very often. You got to be like that one. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Just a crazy bust just happened just now. Oh my goodness. I wonder what's chasing them. It'd be cool if I can get a strike. Dang. It was just a bait pod sitting over there and something come out busting them. I mean, tore them up just now. I don't know exactly what it was. I didn't see the fish, but he was getting them. Dang it. I tell you, man, they chase these bait up in here. Chase these bait up in here like crazy, man. Sometimes you come in here, they just going wild. It's cool if I can get this thump though. I don't know. I don't think those were shrimp. They might have been fish that were popping. Dang it. That's crazy. They're in here though. Let me know some fish in here. Do they want what I got? I don't know, but they're in here. I'm working with a shrimp right now, so usually right now you don't really catch the shrimp till like later in the evening or early in the morning. They go somewhere. I don't know where they go. They're going to hide somewhere. Wherever they go, it's good. Because usually they come out thick at night. A few weeks ago, I don't know about right now because I haven't caught any since then, but I know a few weeks ago you were able to get them in here thick. I mean, you can load up your net in the daytime, but that's the reason why I'm kind of using the shrimp right now because I knew that. But right now, I don't know if you catch them in the daytime or not. I haven't tried to catch any. I haven't been using any shrimp hardly, so I couldn't call it right now. I was thinking about coming out later though, try to catch some bait and see if we can get on something good. When the bait come through, man, it's always nice to use some fresh bait. You know that's what the fish are gonna be chasing. It just has that slight edge over your artificial because for one it's live, for two it's putting off actual scents, and for three just the movement. The movement of that bait fish down there doing all this crazy stuff is gonna attract the fish. What's up, fellas? Yeah, I caught one so far. Flounder. Yeah, it's high right now. Let's see what's going on. Been for a little while though. I don't think I'm gonna be here for too long. Just want to test it out. All right, guys, we about to move down. Try out by the culvert down there. No bites here. I've seen those blow-ups, but no bites. What y'all up to, man? Nothing. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We're giving you guys free game today. Free game Sunday, man. Free game Sunday. All right, let's try here for a second. That manatee was loud. I heard them blowing from all the way down here, all the way to the end. They come up and they blow the water out their nose. It almost sounds like a deer when he blowing. It's very similar. That's what it reminds me of every time I hear it. It sounds like a deer blowing, you busting you. I don't know where the big boys at. I'm gonna try this dock over here. There's always fish under this dock, but man, it seems like it's always a chore to try to get them to hit. You always see fish busting and stuff up under there. This little small dock, but you try to get them to hit over there sometimes. It seems like it's not doable. I mean, I see them over there and I try to throw on them. I throw past them, bring it to them, still nothing. But times like these right now, if those fish aren't like in a crazy feeding mood, then in the heat of the day like this, then they're not gonna be out and about. They're gonna be seeking some shade. So you gotta find some shade spots like nice shadow lines and stuff like that. That's where your big fish are gonna be sitting right now. Right now it's probably getting closer to like 12, if it's not 12 already. So that's where you're gonna find your big fish. That's if they're not chasing bait. If they're chasing bait, they're gonna be wherever the bait is. And damn, I cannot get under there. I want to get to that back wall. There we go. I got a pot of bait right now here. A little small fish about that big, but tarpon and snook will tear them up too. Of course, there's no way to match something that big anyway. That's like super, super small. You gotta go like to smaller than a crappie lure to get those the size of that thing. I think I'm gonna come back later Hopefully, when that sun start to set a little bit, the bait will be around a little bit more. Some bigger bait. And then we'll have some bigger fish. These guys are here way too small. Even though I just seen something just busted something over here right between this boat. These two boats right here. And I can't even tell you guys how many times like we'll have a high wind day and I throw in between those boats and that wind just push it right into the boat and I hook up into the boat. So many times that's happened. Yeah, there's really no way for you to get over there because they got the gate and everything. You can't get over there. So, I mean, pretty much just got to pop it off and put a hole in their boat, man, because inside that tarp or whatever, it's no way to get there and try to take it out. Even though I would like to, but yeah, I can't do nothing about it. Because trust me, the lures I'm throwing over there, I don't want to lose them. We're going to try this corner. We're going to throw this whole side here for a while. What's going on, guys? All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe now. Keep saying it, but need to make it happen. Oh, my gosh. As soon as I leave from down there, are you kidding me? Bait are getting thrashed. What the heck? Same exact spot I was just at. Baita's getting thrashed right now. Holy cow, he's getting chased. Wow. That's amazing. As soon as I leave from right there, the biggest bait school just getting thrashed by something. Oh man, perfect mullet right here. Oh my gosh. Perfect size right here. I mean, for flounder, for snapper, whatever you want to catch, honestly. These are the perfect size for whatever. Man, that's insane. I just seen something come up right here. Might have to switch it up, man. Go to a paddle tail. See if I can conjure up a bite. They damn sure in here. But I want to see why they wouldn't go for a shrimp. Some would go for the shrimp. Especially for flounder. They're not real choosy because they don't get too many meals because a lot of the bait fish cruise the surface. But then you got certain times of the year, those flounder, they'll come off the bottom and they'll chase. I've seen it. I've seen them chasing my bait, my lures. Oh, I just got thumped. Come on. Damn it, man. I just got thumped pretty good. Look at that. I just got thumped pretty good, guys. Damn. You got away from me. That's what I was saying. Something gonna want some shrimp. Found something, but he ain't commit. See if I can get him right, man. My lure is doing exactly what I wanted to do, hug the wall. That's where a lot of bait's gonna be at. I bet if I would have had some Procure on that lure, I bet he would have ate it all the way. Once he get a little taste of it, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much what it's for. So they don't short strike. That's pretty much what the Procure is for. They'll see the presentation, and then once they hit it, they get that flavor, and then that make them continue to eat it. I tell you who do love that Procure, damn blowfish. As soon as I threw it, as soon as it hit the damn bottom, I felt a doop. And right then I knew that my tail was gone. Whew, what a mullet that was. That mother was probably about that long. He just jumped out the water right here. See if anything's sitting in that culvert over there. It's pure sun over there though. I don't know if anything gonna be sitting over there right now. Except for the bait. The other bite I got just now was right here along the wall. I seen some bait getting blasted down there. I threw on it, and a couple jigs in, it got hit. Short stroke though. Crazy, but the flounder on the other end, usually they chase the bait. Kind of funny, but I guess that's bait all the way through. try here. Mm. Something right down here. I just see the sand. Could be a mullet, but I see the sand come up and move. Look like the tide getting ready to move out. I don't know. I might go back down to the park just for a minute because the tide's moving back out. Yeah, it's right at the beginning of the outgoing. It might be good. I want to do some fishing at the park later with some bait, but I gotta fix my net, and I ain't nowhere near. That's gonna be a little bit of work. I haven't even started it or anything, so before I can even do that, I gotta get that net going. It's because I'm not buying any bait. Damn it, man. Someone's getting chased again. Keep seeing these white butterflies all over. Oh, an old head once told me when you see these white butterflies all over, I mean flounder around. Oh, man, what was that? Something had me right there. Freaking blowfish. He got me. He finally got me. Get that big old chunk out of there. Freaking blowfish, man. I think I'm gonna go back to the park for just a second. Look like the tide's trying to turn around. So this would be a good time to go over there on that side and toss these arties, man. I don't know how long it's gonna be exactly before it completely turn around, but I'll go check it out for a second. All right, what's going on here, man? What you guys talking about? Yeah, it's a little hot out. We got some breeze going on right now, though, guys. A little bit of breeze. Feels not too bad. Don't feel too bad out here right now. All right, I guess I'll keep you guys on the extended live today because it's probably the only one I'll be doing. A little bit of extended live. I just dropped a short for you guys to go check out as well. You guys make sure to go run that up. Give it a like. And go ahead and drop a comment below. To this guy. Ooh, it's a lot of comments. All right, start from the top. All right, where I started, well, where I left off. So Cadillac, yes, I'm in New Smyrna, buddy. And we fishing for balling boys. We fishing for whatever one bite that lure right now, honestly. Over here, we were fishing for flounder. I ended up getting one flounder and got another bite or two that I missed. And Isaac Dyer, I'm in New Smyrna right now. And I did get one flounder so far. He said cast the other way. What's going on, Ryan? Not too much, man. Just living the life, man. Living the dream, you know. And Kevin, I'm proud to give it to you, man. The insight. Very helpful stuff. Can help you out in your next adventure. Fill up that cooler. Bobby, you crazy. I want to catch me a Loch Ness, though. I'm see if I can go back over here and see if I catch that Loch Ness. That's one of them giants, man. I think that tide's starting to turn around. We about to go find out here in a second. Let's see what we can make happen in a few minutes. My brother might be over here still. I don't know yet. Find out here in a second. Should be over here. Yeah, Kevin, it's hot out. I'll tell you that. It's hot out. I don't think he's here. Must have left. I didn't see him leave. Yeah, Bob out there in the sun, boy, he about to catch a heat stroke. Out there throwing that cast net way over there, that dock. God, it ain't quite turned around yet. Over there, look like it's going out. The water's dropping, the water level is dropping. But it ain't quite turned around yet. It's still moving pretty good up in there. All right, guys. With that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I might come back out later. I'm gonna go do some work. It ain't quite turned around yet. Almost, but not quite. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some work done on the comp and grab a bite to eat or something, and come back out later on in the evening, maybe like 4 or 5-ish, somewhere in there, possibly. But we'll see. Ah, man, this road is horrible. But I appreciate you guys for joining in today. Yeah, hopefully we'll be back on later. We'll see how that works out for us. See how much we can get done, and we'll go from there. You guys make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, and much appreciated. Help me grow, help the channel grow, so we can meet our goals, and so we can bring you guys more content. Try to upgrade as we go. You know what I mean? Try to get better and better. You guys get to see the craft along the way. You know what I mean? Subscribe and then hit that arrow so you can be notified of all postings and all notifications. You can get all notifications, so that way you don't miss a beat and be with me every step of the way. You guys are going with the channel just as I am. You'll see the progress, I suppose. You get to see the progress because when I first started off, I was fairly new to it all. So, and I'm still learning, as I just said, still learning. So, videos, I'm hoping just to get better and better. So that's the goal. And, the side goal is to try to get the 10K subs, guys. So with your help, you know what I mean, we can get there. And the higher subs I get, I assume the more and more content I get to make, because the faster I reach my goal, the faster I get to do this for a living, and this would be the lifestyle, you know. And I get to bring you guys videos quicker, get to bring you more videos because it's more content I'll be making and getting. So it always just be for the better, you know. Plus, go ahead and subscribe just because it's positive energy, you know what I'm saying? That's what we love around here, positive energy. Try to keep the negative away, you know, think positive. Everything's trying to be positive. You know what I mean? It's the only way to be. But once again, guys, appreciate you guys for joining in. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. So, 3-6, signing out.